Woohoo! We're
Are we
live.
live?
Yes,
Yay!
I think so. I hope so. So, hi everybody. Welcome to our Joy of Business Takeover live interview. I am Dr. Stacey Nutile, and I'm here today with Joy of Business facilitator Wesley Pullen. And
Hello, everybody.
yeah, and we're here to talk about the Joy of Business. So this book is The Joy of Business by Simone Milasas. And Wesley, I would love to hear a little bit about how you found The Joy of Business.
Well, actually, it's quite a funny story. Years ago, I was introduced to Access Bars, and I was very resistant to trying it out because I tried like a million things under the sun, like all the crystals and energy healing and all this stuff. And I was like, oh my God, don't touch me. I'm so over it. And eventually, one day, I was like really having such a bad day in my life that I phoned my friend and I said, hey, can we try this stuff? And so I had my bars run. My whole fucking life changed. Short story. And one of the things that she gave me was she had like a CD pack with the Joy of Business book. And it had like, that was how obviously they made the audiobooks then. And it was like, I think it's 4 CDs or 6 CDs. And I listened to the book, must have been about 5 times in my car every day when I drove to work because I was a hairstylist at the time. I would play that. And I started implementing and practicing these tools in the salon. And it totally changed the space in which I worked in. It changed how I was with my clients. It changed how I was with my fellow hairstylists. Like revenue started increasing in the business. I also started discovering other business avenues I could go into because one of the things I never thought that I was in business. I just thought I was part of the world, wake up, go work, come home, eat, sleep, and fucking repeat.
Oh,
And
God.
like,
Yeah.
and that's when I realized I was like, oh, hey, I'm in business. Because that's one of the things that Simone says. It's like, if you wake up in the morning and you have blood running through your veins, you're in business. So that's how I discovered Joy of Business.
Yeah, it's so interesting, how many of us out there have that point of view that like we're not business people. I know myself, I've even had that point of view until just recently where I've been like, oh my God, I thought I was so bad at business. And now I have like multiple businesses. And the reading this book has just been such an amazing gift. And it's opened up so much for me. So as far as you know, tools and parts of the book, like what would you say, what's been the biggest help for you to use as far as a tool goes, or what do you find the most helpful? There's so many good ones, but
Wow. Yeah, there's so many good ones. Definitely, like I'm all about the money tools in this book. If you haven't read this book yet and are yet to read it, or even if you haven't even thought about reading it, you should. It's like the money tools in there that Simone talks about are revolutionary. They're like what I can't even begin to explain what they've changed in my life. But when it comes to the money tools inside that book, like the 10% account, like I won't go too much into depth in it, like read the book.
yeah,
But
definitely
like
read
the
the book.
10% account, asking for more. But definitely one of the things that really invited me to more was asking questions in business because it's so easy to just come to a conclusion. And a conclusion could be anything like, oh, this is the biggest my business can be, or this is the sum total of what I can make in my business each month. And it's really just like going beyond your conclusions and into something greater. And I would say like ask a question. That is my favorite tool.
Yeah. It's interesting you talk about the money aspect of it. It's, for so long I functioned from like this reality and thought like, oh, like so I have my doctorate of physical therapy. This is how I'm gonna make my money. Like this is it. And, the tools of access and the tools of Joy of Business have like opened up so much more for me as well, as far as being able to like look outside of that. And it took a while. It's like the deprogramming. But yeah,
Yeah, it is.
yeah,
It's like you're not raised with these tools. And if you are, they're like you're fucking lucky.
yeah,
And but we're raised to go, so like I was very much raised. I was the younger child and my sister was the older child, obviously, and she was the overachiever in school, got all the awards and all the good grades, went to medical school, studied to become a doctor. Now she's a doctor. And
Yeah.
there I came along, you know, scraping my ass off the floor, just getting through school. So never did I think I could be in business.
Yeah.
Like never, never, never. So like that's what I would begin to invite other people to. It's like, where are you already in business that you haven't acknowledged yet? Like,
Yeah. And,
mm,
that's the thing, like, where have we, like, looked at our lives and ourselves and judged ourselves as not being good in business? And it's like, well, what have we actually defined business as? That doesn't even necessarily work for us. And
mm,
yeah, so that's been really fun for me too. And so so you're a certified facilitator for Joy of Business, right?
yeah.
Yeah, and so you can facilitate classes, and that must be so fun to talk to people and be able to facilitate people around the joy of business. How are you finding that so far? Just even conversations on a daily basis.
Look, I conversations since I became a Joy of Business facilitator, I will say that it's changed how I be in business because it really got me to look at all the places where I thought I wasn't enough, or I came to so many conclusions about other people or other people's businesses because I work in like so many other people's businesses, and kind of looking at what my point of view created within those businesses and
Yeah,
what it created for me too was also like quite a smack in the face for better word, because I just realized like how potent, like that's what we're so potent with our point of view that like we say in Access, your point of view creates your reality. Reality does not create your point of view. And when you look at that, it's like if your point of view can create something like that, what are you capable of creating? Because if you can create crap, you can create greatness too.
yeah, and we're so good at creating crap. Oh gosh, if we only just gave ourselves credit. So in the book, the Joy of Business book for me was just like a fun and easy read. I actually really enjoyed it. I don't love to read, so it was refreshing for me. Yeah. A little humor. I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm over it already. But the Joy of Business book wasn't like that for me. It was really just easy for me to read, and it just flowed right through, and it was so, so helpful. Just the tips and the tools. And I actually want to go back through it and reread it. Um,
What's your favorite part in the book?
oh geez. That's a good question. Um, I like I'm probably gonna go with the money, and like I was talking about, like the multiple in streams of like income, and just getting to look at like how I'm functioning with money and my points of view around it. And yeah, it's been interesting, and it's been so fun because it's like it opened up a door for me to be so much more creative. And like you said, with thinking like you weren't good at business, it's just so funny because I just always had that point of view, like, oh, I'm more of like a healer, and the business stuff's not really for me. But no, that's not true. It's like, I think all of us, like you said, Simone's quote is like, if you have blood running through your veins and when you wake up in the morning, like, you're in business. That's it. It's
Mm.
so yeah, it's been pretty awesome. And so this week has been really fun too. So this is the Joy of Business. We're doing a takeover week. There's lots and lots of posts on Instagram and Facebook for everybody, and little tools and tips, which is really awesome. And there's so many amazing Joy of Business facilitators, along with Wes here. And so yeah, I just would love to invite everybody to go ahead and check everything out. Do you have anything else, Wes? I think.
Look, I would say like like there's I can't remember how many 60 odd Joy Business facilitators around the whole world,
Yeah.
and at the moment all Joy Business facilitators are offering classes live and online. And one of the really cool classes that the Joy Business facilitators offer is the Business Done Different class,
Mm.
which is a 3-day class that is just like all about business and money. That when I first took a Business Done Different class, it was with Simone Melissus, and I kind of resisted those classes for a long time. I'd taken many other access classes before that. And when I did it, at the end, I can't remember who I said to. I think it was Paula Peralta. I said to her, I was like, that was literally just 3 days of business and money, which happened to be my two favorite things.
Right.
It's fucking epic because the conversations that everybody has in those classes is really awesome. And the questions people ask, it really starts to open up stuff in your business and in your world. It's just so incredible. If you haven't yet, get your butt to a business to a different class. It is so epic. Yeah.
Yeah, especially, with everything changing in the world right now too, it's like now more than ever, it's like this is the time to just like what else is possible, and what can you look at differently with your business and even in your life, these tools carry over. It's not just about business. This is like your daily life. These tools are helpful in everything that you're doing. So, um,
Mm.
yeah, I actually have not taken one of those classes yet, Wes, and I cannot wait. Yeah, I've heard amazing, amazing things about these classes as well. So the business done different classes. So that's upcoming for me too. I can't wait. Um,
I'm excited for you to take one.
yeah,
It's really, really awesome. Yeah.
yeah. I can perceive like it just blowing my mind and opening up even more. So that's exciting. So yeah, I want to just say thank you. And
Thank you.
yeah, it was great. And everybody, like I said, feel free to hop on the Instagram page and Facebook Joy of Business page and check out our takeover week. And we're going to be signing off. Thanks, Wes.
Thank you.
All
We'll
right.
chat soon.
Okay,
Bye.
bye-bye.